Well, it has begun. I'm back, and another video on the Chevelle replacing the wheel tubs. On the last video you saw that we built these wheel tubs. I had 36 inches in there before, which there's still one in here. These are 40s. And you're like, well, dang, Randy, that's plenty of room. Well, if you take, because the tire bows out in the center, now you have from here over. Same thing on the other side, but you usually offset them to the front a little bit because the tire will ball up on you in the front when you launch. And they say they grow 2 inches at high speed. So we're working on getting everything tore back out, making new room. So which means I had to do all this over, debating what to do with this piece. Last time I just went the wheel well came down to about here, so I just cut it and went up over the top. I may just cut it all the way off, then put a plate on it. When I'm done, I've got to move this in 1 inch, just for looks, basically. So there you have it. Been doing a bunch of cutting again. This bar I'm gonna have to take out because I need this inch back before I can even start fitting. I've lost the ability to roll my window down so far until I figure that out. So there we are. The fun has started. See you in a bit. Ready, set, go. Yeah. No. Whoopsie. Gonna hurt. All right. Well, that's the tub in there. As you can see, it's pretty big. It's not, it's just clamped. And got a little issue right here. It's hitting the quarter panel, and the quarter panel is right above that on the top portion of it right there. So let me let this thing down so you can kind of see the rest of it. And like my little plumb bob there kind of gave me an idea of how to have it tilted so it was close to being equal. Watch out, this is pretty fast. So, it's kind of cloudy outside, drizzly. Oh, here it goes. Oh. And temperature low 70s, which is nice to work in. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, baby. Okay, that's close enough. So let's man, that's getting like heavier every time I do that. Puts the tub inside the trunk, obviously. So I had to cut the floor back, refold my flange. I've got to cut a piece that matches the radius and fill this in because that looks like crap. Other than that, we're just trying to figure out what we can do. You can see up in there, I'm touching right in this area up at the peak and just over there at the fender. So I've got to find a happy medium. Also, to show you this way, put that light back there. See that daylight? It's touching there, daylight over here. Now, I can push it a little bit and make that touch. So that's okay, I guess. I have to trim a little here. That'll push up nicely. Oh, look at that. That's like right up in there. Yeah. Trim a little bit. So that pulls that down when I do that up there. Anyway. Trying to make her fit. We'll get it there. We have progress. Yeah. So, see you in a bit. Back. So, pulled the wheel tub back out, obviously. Needed to weld a little extended piece here, fill that gap. And I've got a line back here, that's the frame. So I'm gonna cut this out. And probably just put it back up in there and see where I am on my lines and measurements and stuff, and pull it out again probably, and because I got to trim this. I've got to come in here, straighten this tab up, make that the way I want it. Also, I got this piece was flipped out like this, so I got to bend that on that. Which side was that? That was this side. Got to bend that out a little bit. And we'll see in a minute. Hey everybody, we're back today. Oh, got some things cut, got them fitted, pulled it back out. Got to cut some more stuff. So I have to cut this out right here. And trim this up, not that crooked line, but go from this line and trim it down. That's where this is here. And I'm gonna try to straighten that edge up a little bit, but anyway, I want it to hang down just maybe this far. And same thing with this one, this will hang down maybe that far. But I want to finish this edge. I don't want just a sharp piece of sheet metal. So on the last tubs, I actually took a piece of metal, folded it in half, slipped it over, and then welded it to it. A lot of work. Made nice, I mean, made things look good. If I can show you. It's in the old videos, past videos, but, well, you can't see it really, but maybe you can see right there. See, fold it over. Makes something you don't cut yourself on. So, that's because I didn't have the bead roller back then. But I have dies for the bead roller that will fold that over, make a nice rounded edge, and make this on the back. So I'm going to attempt to do that here, as well as here. This one's got me a little scared. And here. But all we can do is try and fail and fix it. So, see you in a bit. Okay, wish me luck. See what we can get done. Yeah. See, the first thing we have to do move the shell. I scribed it on both sides because I didn't know which way I was going. Let's see. Start off here. I don't know why things don't look like they're supposed to. They don't look like they're the right size, right measurement. Oops. Do what we can do. Oops. What I did there was self-center that tip in that groove. But loosen the top one, bring it all the way down, and it'll just kind of wedge itself and center itself. And then tighten it up. Get it as close as possible. Okay, well, here goes nothing. See a problem coming up? You don't see it, but I see it. This is hitting the back of this. Crap. Gonna have to work with it, figure it out. Okay, so we've got our little pinch bead going. And you can see right there. Not great, but it's there. So I have to change dies. Okay, you got a flange die in here. I guess that's what it's called. I don't know. I don't know what that other one was called. So, here we go. I've done that. I bent that over this flange edge. I didn't hold it up, which I should have. Like this. Okay. Got a little hammer dolly work to do. Get this flange where we need it. Straighten this back out. This other little dent. Do a little trimming and roll that flange. So, see you in a minute. Okay, back again. So this is actually a flange hammer for, like, if you put a door skin on, you can get where you need to. So that's what we're going to use here. And I'm going to trim this flange, well, right here. There's a line, if you can see it, because put your camera right on it. And I'm going to trim it to that line, because that's the line that the little bead thing he made. Anyway, so I'm going to do that and be back in a sec. Okay, we're back. I'm beating on this flange. See what we can get done. Okay, you see my other hammer? It's right here. the face of these are rounded and rounded, so you don't get see this edge of this hammer will tend to leave a mark if you're not careful. So that's why you use this. And you see how it's coming down. Get to a point, I need to back it up with something, such as this, or something else that's curved. Try this one. That's a little better fit. It's not as rounded as that. Right-handed, by the way. So we'll just turn it this way. Probably see better. Whoops. Almost knocked you over. Well, that's about as pretty as it gets. You see something I need to straighten up. Okay, that's the first flange. Doesn't look very straight, but it's okay, considering. But see what it does? Nice rounded edge, not a sharp one. And this is for, well, when it's, the tub will come down like so. That cutout's right here, so I can get to these bolts if need be. And you see where I let the tub hang over, put that little bit of a line in it or crease. Now we're gonna go for this one. So you get the idea. See you in a minute. All right, I finished bending this flange over. Looks pretty straight. Got that line thingy again on the inside. I think I'm gonna go on the next round, try a different route. Also, I cut this flange and this wrong. And I also just bent this one over with a hammer and dolly. I should have, I should have cut all the way down and then bent that one over and then bent this one over. Instead, I cut this one in and then bent it over, and then I'm short. So quick little weld. That's what I like about steel, is you can put things back and weld it up and make it like it was never there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grind this off and it'll be good as new. Alrighty. I'm gonna try a different way to fold my flange, and I think this is called the tipping die. Look that up because I'm not sure. So I've already run it through the other die to make the little cute little edge. Now we're going to try it on here. And this is quite interesting because I've got all the weight on my right arm, but that's what was giving me problems before. Hey guys, so I call this a tipping die. Again, I think that's what it is. That's not actually the top one that goes with it. It is this one that goes with that, but I don't see where the real difference is. I wanted it a little more finished and pointy anyway, versus that. That'll tend to flatten things out. So, put that back. Need to get some new hangers and put those up. Anyway, so let me show you what that didn't mess up, even though it was really hard to work with. You see here, we have these lines. This line right here and right here. And this one we do not. So that's what the urethane tipping die allowed me not to mess up and put that line in there. Is that critical in this case? No. I just don't like it. So here nor there. So now what I'm going to do is stare at stuff. I get this light. See, I got it back up in here, and I'm gonna stare at stuff a little bit, make sure I see something I need to do. This little corner, patch that little corner in, and that's sagged back down on me. But I need to patch that. Look down that right there, and it looks a little rounded, like it comes out. Well, actually, I did this. I put my square on it. Square along the rocker panel, quarter panel, whatever. And sorry, it's hard to do everything with one hand. So I put my square on there, and you see that it actually goes the opposite way. So what I'm going to end up doing is trim this corner here in, so then it'll bring this piece in, because this sticks out a little bit. I don't know if you see that. And see if I can't level that up somehow. you know, it does kind of go with the shape of the tire. The tire is kind of rounded. I mean, I could leave it, just rather not. So, all right, what else? Go around and look at stuff. Under here. Okay, that's straight. That'll look good. No, the floor actually kind of goes up. This should be straight. This goes up. I drew a line on that. So when I pull the tub back out, I will either drill the holes through this or through the other side. I'll probably do it this way. So I can do spot welds and weld that together. And same with this here. And just gonna pick and look, and before I do any tacking anything in place, this I know needs to move up to touch on the top side, but we're not there yet anyway, so. I'm gonna do, continue with that and I'll be back. Okay, give you a little update here. Had this thing out for the 45th time. Literally, I've lost count, but well, let's just do it this way. Get close enough. Anyway, I'm just kind of using the rocker panel and to make sure that that gap is pretty much the same all the way down, and it's close. So kept curving in on me right here, kept curving in, so yeah, I think you can see it took looks like almost half an inch out, 3/8, whatever. Got this, I showed you the flange and didn't make a mark across there. See, okay. So we've got the wheel tub looking good, the floor looking good, everything I think good, smooth, and the next thing is figuring out what I'm gonna do to fill that in. Yeah, I think I have to radius this, which means I gotta take it back out, put a radius on it, get it to come down and meet to my wheel well, hopefully. But see, I'm touching up there, I think. And that's not good, I'm sure, but whatever. So, see you in a bit. Hey everybody, so got those in there pretty much fitted and got everything drilled for spot welding, all that good stuff. I wanted to show you another die that I didn't use on that because I forgot I had it. And I'm going to show you what I did use, and then I'm going to show you this is what I did use, this one with a bigger angle. Keep in mind, I'm learning as you are on this, or you might be a professional, I don't know. So, starting with that. half a turn at a time. Once you get a line going, it's pretty easy. It just kind of feeds itself. Okay, that gives me that little bead there on the back. I'll do it one more time, which this is plenty. There. Okay, now you see that. Now I'm going to change out the top bead, top die. And whether it's for doing what I just did, I don't know. But I like it, so that's what counts. Not everything is made. Not everything is used for what it's made for. You know, like screwdrivers. Center that up. So now this should make her fold over more. Maybe. Maybe not. Just making a more pronounced little bead. I don't know if you can see that. So that's not doing what I thought. Just more of a bead. So we would have to go to this and this. And then that way it would fold over. You can use that, or you can use the tipping die rubber, which would make it fold over more. So how about that? Let's try, since we're experimenting. Well, that one wasn't even tight. Try this with this. That's a flat one. And now I don't have this bolt. I lost it. Not a biggie. I know what that's going to do. It's going to flatten out that bead some. Ooh. And you're supposed to put a little pressure upward out here. But I think that's more if you were just doing this, for example, just on a flat piece of stock and trying to run and tip it, and or maybe run a style line or something. Well, I mean, you get the idea. Just using whatever you have to make it work. See, I'm putting pressure this way, and I folded it over. So now we can go and finish it off with a hammer and dolly. Or I've got right here, got about these. I'll show you how these work. Now, this is a little difficult. That's not going to fit in there at all. So, hold on a second. I did a quick hammer deal. Suck that right in there. So, flattened it right out. Pretty good, kinda. Nice smooth edge. Still had my curve. So, leaves that nice little bead. I like it. I like that little bead edge. So, that's it for that. We're back, so just going over the last thing. This is the final fitment, like I just talked about. I'll pull it out one more time. I'm going to black epoxy it like those, because there's places I can't get to up underneath. So, but I was just standing here and looking the difference, just line of sight from here over that one. Quite a bit of difference that I've got to cut off. And I can put the whole hand up in here now versus, look over there. Like I said, I could barely put my fingers up in there. So we have plenty of room. That's it for installing the wheel tub. See you on the next video.